So not only did every single boy and girl go home with a gift from the Phoenix Suns and the Arizona Cardinals, they also went home with this activity tracker. Now, amid the extreme Arizona heat, bees tend to get a little more aggressive. So what do beekeepers do all around the world? They get smoke and they blow it over them just like this to calm them down. Now, if you do find yourself in a situation where you have been stung by a bee, you need to calmly leave the area, pluck the stinger out, get some ice cold water to run over top of it, and if you need to, you can take some Benadryl as well. If you pass by Darth Vader and a legion of stormtroopers in downtown Phoenix, don't worry, it's only cosplay. And I'm doing my best to compete with this suit. Now, if you're like our friend Council and you have a sweet tooth and just like to eat honey by the spoon, you can actually get honey sticks, or you can just get honey itself. But if you really want to get buzzed, you can actually buy pollen and take it for allergy prevention. Coming back to the valley, the issue of homelessness is a huge concern, especially as the weather heats up. The Maricopa Regional Continuum of Care released its 2025 Point in Time, or PIT report. And some of the findings, they raise some concerns. Arizona's home to over 1,300 species of bees, and for the most part, they're not very aggressive. So naturally, what did I have to do? I had to go to a bee farm, I had to put on a bee suit, and see how we can coexist with these creatures.
They're like, I'm not moving. Excuse me.
They may be small, but they can certainly be deadly. It's estimated that it would take 1,100 bee stings to kill an average adult. While experts say that kind of reaction is rare, for some, it can turn quickly.
Very few people in the grand scheme will have that anaphylactic reaction. But for those that do have that allergy, it is a very serious thing.
According to the CDC, between 2011 and 2021, on average, 72 people die per year in America from hornet, wasp, and bee stings. But more often than not, the danger starts when we panic, not when the bees do.
Usually if you see them and they're out and about, they're just out foraging. They don't deem that you're a threat unless you're trying to swat at them, step on them, things like that.
Now, amid the extreme Arizona heat, bees tend to get a little more aggressive. So what do beekeepers do all around the world? They get smoke and they blow it over them just like this to calm them down. Now, if you do find yourself in a situation where you have been stung by a bee, you need to calmly leave the area, pluck the stinger out, get some ice cold water to run over top of it, and if you need to, you can take some Benadryl as well. If you have trouble breathing or have any other health concerns, call 911. But long term, beekeepers hope education will prevent fear from taking over.
We're trying to introduce bees in a non-threatening way so that people aren't afraid of bees. We need bees for our future, and we want people to find some level of comfort with them.
Bees play a big role in our ecosystem, and with a little bit of caution, knowing how to respond can make all the difference. Now, Connie also mentioned that if you have any bees on your property, don't call an exterminator, call a beekeeper so they can safely remove them. In Phoenix, Koby Mitchell, Cronkite News. Republicans are getting closer to the finish line with the big, beautiful bill. The Senate narrowly approved the bill in a 51-50 vote that required Vice President J.D. Vance to break a tie. It's an extension of President Donald Trump's 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. The legislation will make most of the cuts permanent while increasing spending for border security, defense, and energy production. Now, it's estimated the bill will cut Medicaid by roughly $1 trillion over the next decade. The bill could also end health care for around 16 million people and cut retirement homes by 25%. Now, President Donald Trump hopes to have this bill passed by the 4th of July. The state capitol looked more like a gym on a recent June morning. Representative Teresa Martinez teamed up with the Arizona Alliance of Boys and Girls Club to launch a statewide fitness challenge. And Martinez brought along a special friend.
Champion of the world, Mr. Mike Tyson.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson helped kick off the event. Representative Martinez believes that his presence will have a positive influence on youth across the valley.
I think just to be inspired by his physical fitness and how he's maintained that, I think it's going to be amazing.
Tyson has inspired many throughout his career, including Jose Beltran. He beat cancer at age 16. Aside from changing his diet and adopting a more active lifestyle, he would watch motivational videos of Tyson to help him keep fighting.
His shifted mentality that he thought he was the best when he comes into any room changed my whole life. You get me? You kind of fake it until you make it.
The statewide fitness challenge is a month-long initiative aimed to push youth towards forming healthier habits and build confidence throughout the summer. So not only did every single boy and girl go home with a gift from the Phoenix Suns and the Arizona Cardinals, they also went home with this activity tracker.
Where they're able to track, how many laps they do, how many push-ups, sit-ups, maybe it's how many minutes they dribble a basketball for, just as a way to show their improvement and reward them for actually being dedicated and committed to working out this summer.
And the next steps, take the workout from the Capitol to gyms and community centers across the valley. In Phoenix, Koby Mitchell, Cronkite News. Cronkite News reporter Eddie McCoven takes a look at how utility companies and counties are preparing. To make sure you are properly notified of a public safety power shutoff, keep your contact information up to date with your utility provider. But, Travis, the effort could be all for nothing. That's because Governor Katie Hobbs has vowed to veto the so-called skinny budget, as well as the House's own budget proposal, which she called dead on arrival. Hobbs worked with the state Senate leader to negotiate a $17.6 billion budget, which passed the state Senate last week. The House has not taken up the Senate bill, drawing criticism from Democrats in the chamber. House Republicans said the Senate's budget bill is full of pork and Democrat policy victories. Lawmakers need to pass a budget and get it signed by the governor before next Tuesday in order to avoid a government shutdown. And it turns out milk really does a body good. Researchers from Scotland's St. Andrew University found that milk hydrates better than other drinks, including water. That's because the sugar, fat, and protein in milk helps slow down the emptying of fluid from the stomach. Milk also has sodium, which acts like a sponge and holds onto water in the body. Back in 2002, it was known as the Phoenix Comic-Con, a one-day event that has grown into something much bigger for sci-fi and fantasy fans.
Hey, dude.
And it's more than just big names and vendors that get people out. For some, it's a chance to reunite with friends they only get to see a handful of times a year.
Because I know a lot of people only see some of their friends that come from out of state at these events. So these are great places for people just to come, enjoy, spend time with the people they care about and with the fandoms they care about.
For the past 7 years, the go-to costume for Alfredo Racias is the cosplay medic. But Racias isn't only patching up fabric. He's gaining confidence, belonging, and the joy of staying in character while staying connected.
We've all grown up with different things. We've all seen these different shows, and they each mean different things to us, or the different comics, or the different fandoms that come together. It's just another one big melting pot for all of us to come and enjoy and see, hey, you like that? I love that too. Awesome. And you make new friends, new families.
And it's this sense of community that keeps bringing more and more people out. And this year's turnout of 130,000 surpassed the attendance record set in 2016.
That was my twin brother, Dave.
Attendees say it's not just what you dress as, but it's about finding people that get you.
It's just hanging out with people that are more like each other, because you can't find that online or out in public, because you don't know if they're kind of weird and they dress up, but when you come here, everyone's the same.
And the sense within the force is that the world has felt a little heavier lately, making this more than a weekend of fun. It's a breath of fresh air, even if you're wearing a helmet.
The world is stressful right now, so having this weekend or even one day of just watching everybody come together, show what they love, everybody compliment costumes, take pictures, it's connectivity, it's fun, it's a release, it's just a little moment of just relaxation.
Relaxation. Even if your home is Gotham City. And I might be heading to Arkham if I ever wear this suit again. If you missed this year's event and can't wait until next June, Tucson is hosting their Comic-Con over the final week of August. For Cronkite News, I'm Koby Mitchell.